Hey there, thinkers! Welcome back to Critical Hit. My name is Est, and today we have an article from That Park Place with the headline that states, Dragonage the Veilguard, a game director who identifies as a queerosexual gender mancer, claims that the game is inherently queer. Seriously, what even is that?
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
So, let's get into it, shall we? Oh, right, because obviously when it comes to marketing Dragonage, their brilliant strategy is to mimic Larian Studios' approach with Baldur's Gate 3, and their main selling point is boasting about all the gay sex you could possibly have in the game, because after years of waiting for a new Dragonage, this is exactly what fans have been dying for. Genius move, right? Now, I truly believed that BioWare could do no wrong. They were the kings of epic storytelling, deep characters, and immersive worlds. But like so many studios, they seem to have traded their magic touch for a DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion checklist. Now, don't get me wrong, diversity and inclusion are important, but when a company starts prioritizing these elements over solid gameplay and storytelling, it all goes downhill. BioWare used to mean epic adventures and an unforgettable gaming experience. Nowadays, it feels like they're more interested in being politically correct than in making games fun and engaging. It's painful to watch a once great studio lose its way, more focused on virtue signaling than delivering the kind of games that made us fall in love with them in the first place. Alrighty, get ready for this piece of work from That Park Place. But hey, before we dive right into this madness, if you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button, because who wouldn't want more of this delightful commentary, right? Oh, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up on this video to give that YouTube algorithm something to chew on. So, what's the tea? Well, brace yourselves, because BioWare's upcoming Dragonage game has decided to ditch the old name, Dragonage Dreadwolf, in favor for the oh-so-exciting Dragonage Veilguard. Well, wait, there is a twist. The game's director, who apparently moonlights as a gender-bending sorcerer, boldly proclaims that the game is inherently queer. Oh, and did I mention he's also a guy pretending to be a girl waving a Black Lives Matter flag? The shock factor is off the charts. So let me touch on this real quick. I've been noticing a little trend lately. So a bunch of these mainstream studio big shots, and hey, no judgments on the color of their skin, okay? But a good portion of them are straight, white dudes who are starting to sweat bullets over the whole DEI movement. It's like they can see the writing on the wall. DEI is coming for their cushy gigs, and they're scrambling to avoid the chop. So what's their genius plan? Some of them are going full chameleon, dipping their toes in the world of pseudo-transformation. No hormones, no surgeries, just a wig and a dress for the sake of job security. Because let's be real, if they don't hop on the diversity train, they're toast. They're out. So these guys, especially the ones with the pale complexion, are suddenly embracing a whole new identity to dodge DEI's axe. Classic. Now, I'm about to lay down some cold, hard truth bombs. So let's get one thing straight. I'm not bashing the game because of some DEI agenda or woke nonsense. Nope. My gripe with it is as basic as it gets. It's been stuck in development hell, and we all know what that means. Trouble with a capital T. Seriously, show me one game that's crawled out of that pit smelling like roses. Yeah, that's what I thought. Nada. It's like they're trying to make a gourmet meal out of instant ramen. But let's be real, this version of BioWare, they're more likely to serve up disappointment than a masterpiece. Now, brace yourself for this bombshell. BioWare spilled the tea that our good old pal Dreadwolf is actually Solus, one of the gang from Dragonage Inquisition. Cue the dramatic flashback to December 2022, where a cinematic dropped some major truth bombs, introducing Solus, a brooding mage with a penchant for dreaming. But hold on to your hats. Turns out he's got a dark alter ego as Fenharil, aka Dreadwolf, elven god of lies, or heroic rebel. Depends on who's spinning the yarn, I guess. And in his grand finale with the elven crew, Solus pulled the veil out of his sleeve, separating us from the magical realm of the fated. But, surprise, surprise, now he's itching to tear it all down and bring about the end of the world. And guess who's gotta step up to save the day? Yep, you got it. Us mere mortals. Well, look who's piping up after the big reveal. Mark Kern, the ex-WoW honcho turned internet commentator, aka Crumbs, which he's graced us with his pearls of wisdom on X. Guess what, folks? BioWare's Dragonage is now Dragonage the Veilguard. Get ready for the new gameplay trailer dropping June 11th. Here's to hoping it's a masterpiece untouched by the taint of modern politics. I mean, let's see if BioWare can keep up with Grum's high standards. Here goes Grums, laying it on thick with the sarcasm as usual. Feast your eyes on this masterpiece of a tweet. It's like decoding ancient hieroglyphs, except instead of deciphering lost civilizations, we're decoding a not-so-subtle message that this game is going to be a political minefield. They've ticked off all the boxes. Protected tweets, flags, titles, you name it. What a shocker. They put their sexual identity front and center, because who needs a game title when you can just lead with your pronouns, right? Just another shiny example of why I've got as much faith in the gaming industry as I do in a cat's ability to juggle flaming swords. So to all you eager gamers out there, approach with caution. Now, if you're getting hyped, do it with one hand on your wallet and another on your BS detector dial, because mark my words, disappointment is on the horizon, and it's coming for you, like a plot twist in a bad soap opera. Well, Grums is adding a splash of personal narrative into the mix, our diligent detective of game industry shenanigans. He stumbled upon some juicy details. It seems that one of the developers, Bush, is injecting their own journey as a queer trans woman into the game. Bush spilled the beans saying, yep, as a queer trans woman, I'm bringing my own special flavor to the Dragonage soup. Because Dragonage has always been the go-to for LGBTQIA representation. It's like our own little rainbow paradise where we can finally feel seen and celebrated. So, let me get this straight. They're out here acting like LGBTQ+ representation is some elusive unicorn, when it's practically raining rainbows in every TV show, movie, and game. Like, seriously, it's like they've got like LGBTQ+ glasses on and suddenly everything is queer. They're making it sound like they're the last lonely rainbow in a black and white world, when they're actually swimming in a sea of representation. This is beyond absurd. They're playing the victim card while sitting on a throne made of representation. And don't even get me started on these head directors suddenly spurting diversity badges like it's a fashion trend. It's like they're trying to out-diversify each other. Sorry, I'm not buying it. It's clear as day they're trying to save their jobs in this diversity-obsessed industry. Because apparently being a straight white man is so last season. So, guess what? My instincts were spot on, as per usual. I had a hunch that this was just another white dude playing make-believe. And surprise, surprise, now he's all teary-eyed about how seeing her in the game would have made his younger self feel validated. Oh please, spare us the crocodile tears and get real about who's really pulling the strings here. And don't even get me started on the whole safe space for queer players spiel. Like, seriously, is that supposed to distract us from the fact that they're just jumping on the diversity bandwagon? And now they want to make the game all about identity? Talk about beating a dead horse. I swear to you, if this is what gaming has come to, count me out. Now, let's dissect this masterpiece, shall we? So they're pitching this whole identity and belonging shtick, but let's be real here. It's just another way to drive players off the cliff. Now, I'm not dissing games like Baldur's Gate 3 because that was a great game. They danced around the identity themes too, but without smothering you in it. You can dip your toe in or just ignore it altogether. But Dragonage the Veilguard? Who knows what they're cooking up there? And yeah, previous Dragon Age titles had their LGBTQ moments, but this woke rendition is taking it to a whole new level, and not in a good way. However, that's everything I have for Dragon Age right now. Well, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And before you go, subscribe to our channel, smash that like button, and ring the bell to be notified for our next video. As always, this is Est, and I'm signing off now. So I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!